Even my screen is visible. Yeah, thanks for confirming. Okay. So that very important chapter, multi-threading. Okay. Very important concept. Multi-threading. Okay. Now try to observe what is the what is the things we have to cover, what we are going to do, right? So first we need to understand the basic concept. What is the thread? Okay. So how we can create the thread, right? How we can create the thread, right? First introduction. So basic thing is multitasking. Multitasking. What is multitasking? You can do several tasks at same time. Several tasks at same time is called multitasking. Means in your laptop, you can attend Zoom meeting, you can attend VLC media player, you can browse something on browser. So your laptop is capable of doing multitasking, right? Well, that is nothing but multitasking, right? Now, there are two types of multitasking. One is process-based, and one is thread-based. One is thread-based. Okay? Now, try to understand. Before multitasking, what are the topic we are going to cover? How to create threads. How to create threads, how to generate the thread. Then we have to understand constructor. Then what is the thread priority? Thread is nothing but a piece of code. When I'm talking thread means piece of code. So what is the priority of the code? How we can do the setter and getter of the code? What are the methods available to prevent the thread? How to stop the threads? Yield method, join method, slip method. In previous session, initially, we have synchronized keyword, right? So the same concept we are going to see in the detail, synchronization. Then we have to see how thread can communication. When I'm saying thread means, again, you have to keep in your mind, thread means program. How one program can communicate to other program. Then we have to understand demonstrate, right? Demonstrate, right? Life cycle of a thread, very important. Life cycle of a thread. Okay. Then we have some advanced topic also. Enhancement is also there, right? Those concepts is we have to understand. Okay. Okay. Advanced topic means there are some advanced topic. After this multi-threading also, there is one advanced topic which is very important for interview perspective. That is thread group, thread local, right? Thread pools. What is callable? What is future? These are very important. So almost next 1 week you have to focus, because this concept is not only for programming purpose, this is for interview purpose perspective. And 1 minute guys, I'm getting a call. Now, now try to understand. So what are the topic I mentioned? How to create thread, how to create threads. Very important. People don't understand the topic easily. There are so many twists will come. Please focus, be alert. Okay. How to create the threads. Okay. How many ways we can create a thread? Okay. There are two ways, but which one is better approach? Okay. Then thread. Thread class constructor. Thread is nothing but a class only. Okay. So if a class means it can have constructor also, right? So constructors, thread class constructor, then priority of thread. priority of thread, okay. Then getter and setter of a thread, okay. Then how to stop the thread, right? Then synchronization, synchronization, synchronization. Then we have thread communication. How one thread can communicate to other thread communication. ठीक है. Then demon thread, then demon thread, ठीक है. How to stop thread, right? Now, life cycle of thread. Here we are completing our multi-threading, but there are advanced multi-threading. Similarly, collection, we have advanced collection topic also. Okay. Because the subject I want to give, it should be very high level. You should be able to understand. Now, what are the thread group? ठीक है. Thread local, ठीक है. Then thread pools. Then we have callable and future. These are the things we are going to cover in our multi-threading. Okay. Now, let me save this also. I will save this. Okay. Now, first, what is basic thing? Everything we have to see programmatically. Okay. So multitasking, several tasks at same time. What is process with multitasking? If running tasks, several tasks, right? Where one task is independent on other. ठीक है. Several tasks where each task is a separate process, separate process, right? Separate process. ठीक है. This is called process based multi-threading. ठीक है. But what is the example? Thing. You can run Java program. You can listen VLC media player, right? You can download. So what is this? This is operating system based. Process based means everything you are doing on operating system level na. Okay. OS based. ठीक है. Now, what is thread based? ठीक है. So several tasks. ठीक है. Where each task is separate process of same program. One word only. If they are separate process, parallel process, but same program. Process based means VLC media player is another software. Chrome is another software. They are independent. Okay, but what is thread based? You have one program. In each program, you have multiple tasks inside one program itself. Okay, that is nothing but thread based. Okay. Now, how to create thread? Okay. Our first agenda. How to create thread? There are two ways You know, right? Extend keyword and implement keyword, that will come into the picture. Okay. By using extend keyword, by using what? Extend keyword. Okay. By extend, using extend keyword, what you are going to extend? Thread class. This is the class, na? Name of the class is thread. Second is by. Interview question. This is interview question. How many ways you can create a thread? By using two approach, by using extend keyword and by using implementing runnable interface. By implementing runnable interface, you can achieve this. Now, guys, tell me. Next question for interview will be, out of this, which is the best one? Then you have to answer. Now you have to answer one. You have to answer which one is the best approach, by extending the keyword or runnable. We will see that. But you have to think by your understanding of core Java, previous topic, which one is the best approach. Because for thinking that, you no need to understand runnable, you no need to understand thread. You should know, think about the word extend and implements. That sense you should have. But I will explain that part also. Now, I will show you how we can create programmatically. Now try to observe. Now try to observe. I'm removing this program. ठीक है? Control Shift O. ठीक है? We are not doing any kind of serialization. Till now, this is simple program, right? Blank program. So what is the first step? Extends which class? Thread class. So means we have make this class. How we can achieve? What is our title? How to create thread by extending the class. Now, now try to observe. We have defined. Now we will define the program. Try to observe. We can define one method, public void. There run method also, but this is our own run method. Try to observe. I will I will write one simple loop. Okay? Public void true. Here I will use for loop. Okay? I am trying to print something. Int int I equal to 0. Okay? Let's say I less than 5. Okay? Then I plus plus. Simple program, right? I plus plus. Now we will run print this something. System dot out dot print ln ठीक है? Hello, or we can say we can give some child thread. ठीक है? This is one method. Let me create one main method. Public static void main string of args of array. ठीक है? Now try to observe. I will create one object test t equal to new test. ठीक है? Now t dot, see what is coming. T dot start is coming, right? Stop is coming. ठीक है? If you see start void thread, stop void thread, destroy void thread. Why it is coming? Because we have extend thread class. ठीक है, whatever the thread class functionality is going to come into test class ना, ठीक है, so that's why now I will start the thread. I am starting the thread. Test class will become thread class by using this keyword. So I am initiating this. This is constructor na, initiating this construction. Initiation of thread. I am starting the thread. I am starting the thread. Now try to observe. I am writing one more loop here. Copy this. Paste here. Okay. I will give this as main thread. Main thread. Okay. Now try to observe. Try to observe. Run the program. Main thread, child thread. Main thread, child thread. Let me run the program. Main thread, child thread. Now child thread, main thread. Are you observing? Observe the output. Observe the output. First, child. See, mix. Output is mix. Let me expand this. Main thread, child thread, main thread. Let me run the program again. Now main thread after completely child thread. Let me run again. Observe the output. Main thread, then we have child thread and main thread. Okay, now try to observe. Now try to observe. ठीक है? So, which thread will run? Thread means program. This is program only, guys. Okay. What we are doing? We are having one run method. We have one run method, right? We are defining one run method. This is one program, na? This is one program, right? And here we are doing start. Now try to observe it. If you don't understand, debug this. Debug as Java application. We are starting the program. So this will be decided by thread scheduler. This will be decided by thread scheduler, right? If multiple threads are there to run, then which thread will execute? Because we have seen the output. Output is coming random. Sometime main method, sometime this output is coming, sometime this output is coming, sometime this output is coming, sometime this output coming, right? This is what you observe. You can run this program. That is what. Now, first they completed main, then child. Let me run this again. Run Java program. Just 1 minute. Hope you are understanding. There is nothing to understand till now. Just only one concept is there. How to create the class till now. We have understand. Okay? No. If you see main thread here, then again come to child thread, then again main thread. Mix output we are getting now. Now. Okay. Now. So who is deciding? Who is deciding this behavior? This behavior is decided by thread scheduler. This behavior is decided by whom? Thread scheduler. Okay? Multiple threads mean program. Multiple threads are waiting for what? For execution means running. Execution. Then thread scheduler. What is thread scheduler? It is a part of JVM. थ्रेड शेड्यूलर, थ्रेड शेड्यूलर, ठीक है, will decide, will decide which one will run first, which one will run first, which one will run first. Who is deciding? Thread scheduler. Thread scheduler is deciding who will run first. What is thread scheduler? Thread scheduler is the part of what? Thread scheduler is the part of what? JVM. Okay? We can expect any output. We can't expect any output, right? We have seen this programmatically. Now, try to observe. We have our program. In this program, we have T dot start. We have T dot start. We have T dot run also. This is the method we have to discuss now. T dot start. What is mean by T? T is something thread object reference. We are calling that start method. Similarly, we have T dot run method also. 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 Now we need to understand the difference between T start and T start and T dot run method. Okay? When this method will be called, T dot start will be called. What will happen? A thread will be created responsible for execution of run method. When we call T dot start, a new thread is created. New thread is created. New thread is created, which is responsible, which is responsible for calling run method. Calling run method. Maybe you will get confused. I will clear your confusion. Just give me some time. Here is run method, there in program run method. Don't get confused. I will clear your confusion. If this method is called, internally it is calling run method. A new thread is created. Okay, now come to this run method. When this run method will be created, no new thread is created. No new thread is created. Okay, no new thread is created. And run method will run like a normal method. And run method will run like a normal method. Will run like a normal method. Run like a normal method. Okay? Now try to observe. Try to observe. Comment this line. Run this line. Child thread, main thread. Let me create. Run again. Child thread, main thread. Let me run this program. Child thread, main thread. Run as Java application. Child thread, main thread. What is this behavior? When we are calling t.run, what is my line? No thread is created in background. So first, what is called? It is like a normal method. This method will be called. So first, this loop be finished. So every time we are printing child thread, once this execution is done, this call is done, code will come to this part, and then this will be completed. This for loop will be run 5 times, and then that will be closed. Observe this. I am uncommenting this, and I am commenting this. Run the program. Main thread, child thread. Run the program again. Main thread, child thread, main thread. Are you getting the behavior? You need to understand the behavior, right? You have to understand the behavior. So when we are using t dot start, this method is coming from where? This method is coming from thread class. So thread is created, a new thread is created. A new thread is created. The new thread is created. Internally, it is calling run method. It is calling run method. Okay? Now, now try to observe. Now try to understand. The behavior we understand. The behavior you understand of start and run method. What is the importance? What is the important? Okay? Now, when we call this start method, what is happening? It is creating a new thread. First of all, it is creating new thread and it is doing some background operation. What is the background operation? It is doing some operation like register the thread with thread scheduler. What it is doing? What operation it's doing in background? Operations in background. Background. What are the operation T start? I'm talking about T start. What operation is it is doing in background? The first thing is doing is it register thread with thread scheduler. Thread scheduler. Thread scheduler is a part of JVM. ठीक है? Okay. The next is when I am doing right arrow, it is going to left. ठीक है? Now it will make it will make other mandatory activity. ठीक है? Next is invoke or call run method. ठीक है? So what is the behavior without start method? Without calling the start method, there is no chance of starting a new thread. ठीक है? This method is very important. If you have a bike, you don't have a kick, how you will start? Same way, the start method is the very important to create another thread. If you don't call this, no multi-threading is there. Okay? Now try to observe. In the program, you may think, what is this run and what is default run method? This is our defined method. This is our defined method. When I am talking start method and run method, but here what I am doing, run method. Run method is there, right? We are overriding this run method. If I want to override this run method, then what will happen? There is a predefined method which tstart dot method going to call default run method. And default run method don't have any logic. In this line, we have override this and we write our for loop, which is printing child thread. If I will run this, we got no run output. Only main method will be created. Internally, it is calling run method. But that run method don't have any logic. So what is the use of that run method? What is the use of run method if we are not overriding? There should be some purpose, na? Otherwise, what is the behavior? Normal method. This is done. But if you want to perform multi-threading, always we should override that run method, and we should write our own logic to achieve multi-threading concept according to our requirement. So that's why t.start method, when we are calling, it is going to call our method. But the thread are scheduled with thread scheduler. So thread scheduler is going to take action. Sometime it is running this, sometime this is running this, sometime this, sometime this. That is decided by thread scheduler. That's why if I am running this program multiple times, we are getting random output, right? So there are predefined method, run method. We are overriding and we are writing our own logic. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. Okay? This is run method without any parameter. Without any parameter. Without any parameter. Control D. Control D. This is no param thread method. Copy this. Can I create parameterized run method? Overloading can we do? Let me pass int of x something. We are passing some variable. This is parameterized method. Parameterize run method. Run. No param run. Okay? Method. Now I will do t.start. Forget about this for loop. We are trying to understand the behavior of t.start and run method. Run the program. What is coming? No param means this is called. This is called. This is called. So we can overload run method. But this start method, who is running? Thread class start method, always going to run this method, not this method. Hope you are good. Yeah, we are coming now 118. We are coming one by one. Okay. So this is the program. Okay. So what happened when we call this t.start method, in the background, it is going to call run method only. Okay. Even though this is same method, different parameter called overloading. But always in the background, t.start method is going to call what? Run method, which is without parameter. Hope you are good. Now try to understand. We are trying to do something with run method. Can we use start method also? Can we use start method? Let me copy this, paste here, replace the name, start, replace the parameter, something, start method, no param start method. Save this, format this code, Control Shift F, try to observe. I am deleting this parameter. This example is different now. Now I am calling the reference object. In the test class, this method is available, but this method was not there. Which method was running? Try to observe. Run as Java application. Now try to observe what is our output, guys. What is our output? This is called. So if we are overriding this method, this is thread class method. What we are doing, we are overriding and we are applying our logic. So do you think this run method is called? Now try to observe, guys. Here is the twist. What is the duty of thread class start method? To call run method. To run method. This output should come. Do you think the output is coming? No, na. What is the output coming? But this output is coming. It means if there is a, we are overriding this method, start method, then our decided method is going to call. That's what start method is there. So never override start method. Try to understand what is multi-threading, parallel call. What is start method? Start method is like your kick. If it will start, it will invoke run method. If it won't start, then it won't invoke run method. If it is not starting, thread class method is not starting, run method is not starting. What is the use of multi-threading? So never override start method. It is never recommended. There is any issue you are finding? No. But if you want to achieve multi-threading, this is small topic now. We are going to go into deep dive. So start method, if you override, then what is happen? Not achieving the behavior. It is working, start method is working like a normal method, right? Hope you are good with this example. Okay? Hope you are good. Now. One minute. Let me clear the drawing. Clear the drawing. We have one start method. And we have run method. We did d dot start. Okay. Now. Now try to observe. Apply your previous oops concept logic and think about super method. Tell me, guys, what we are doing? We are overriding method. It means this start method is available in parent na. Let me uncomment this line. Copy this, comment this. Try to understand. It means this become normal class. This become normal class. T dot start is not there. When I am removing this part, when I am removing this part, I will do extend thread. Error gone, line number 20. Control Z, observe. Line number 20. T dot start error. Control Z. T dot start gone. Error gone. Okay? Are you getting? It means this method is available in where? Thread class. This is, we are overriding. We are overriding. I want to call actual parent class. What is the use of super? Super dot start means what? Parent class. Who is child test? Who is parent thread? When I am using this line means super means parent. Call parent class start method. Parent class start method. Now try to observe the behavior. Now try to observe the behavior. Now run method is called, right? When I comment this line, do you think that run method is called? No. Only normal, it is behaving like a normal start method. Normal start method, output printed. Line number 14 got printed. But when I am doing super dot start, our duty is to call thread class start method. Inside thread class, there is a start method. If we are calling that start method, don't get confused between our class start method and thread class start method. You can keep anything, but start method which is available in thread class, if that is called, then we are achieving the multi-threading concept, right? So here this is normal call, our method. But when I am doing super dot start method is going to call thread class method. And now if thread class start method is called, internally it is going to call run method. It is going to call run method. And run method we have to override to avoid. If I won't write this run method, definitely it is going to call run method, but there is no implementation, means there is no logic in run method. So we are not able to see the output. So what we are doing, we are overriding run method also. We are overriding the run method. Start method in backend going to call run method. Thread class run method, thread class start method is going to call run method in the background. Do you think explicitly I am calling this method? No, na. But still this output will come, means who somebody is going to call. Who is going to call? Then output is coming. Start method means this line is printed. Super dot start means thread class start method is called. Right? It is going to call what? It is going to call run method. Where is run method? This is run method. But this is super dot start means this method is available in whom? From where? This class. But when I am deleting this, so this start method is behaving like a normal method. Hope you are good. ठीक है? ठीक है? Now we will understand in one or two statement life cycle of the thread. See, this will be the common question in interview. What is a Spring life cycle? What is Spring Boot object life cycle? Life cycle of an object, life cycle of this, life cycle of that, life cycle of a thread. That's why life cycle means how somebody is born, how somebody survived, and how somebody deleted. That is life cycle, na? So what is the topic? Our topic is thread. So thread is having its own life cycle. When thread is created, when thread is created, when thread is created, in this line thread is created. But why it is created? Reason behind is when we are extending thread and when we are creating an object, mean thread is created. When we do t dot start, it is going to call some method. So some memory is allocated. Then it is survival. This t dot start is going to run method. Once this run method is completed, the thread is dead. One line. What is the life cycle of the thread? What is the life cycle of the thread? First what we are doing, extends of thread class. We are achieving that behavior. What we are doing, test extend thread, means this test class become what? Test class will become what? Test class will become achieving the behavior of multithreading. Now, when we are creating test equal to new test, then what is happening in this line? Thread is born. You can say born. Born, like that, right? When we are doing the t dot start, what is happening in this line? some memory allocated. Memory means some operation. Memory allocated in CPU. ठीक है? Internally, this t dot start is going to call what? Run method now. So logic in the run method will be done. After that, thread will go in dead state. Thread will go in dead state. Born, birth of a thread, survival of the thread. After running of the run method, thread will go in dead state. Okay. Once we create the thread object, thread to be state in new state or born state. When we are calling the start method, the thread will be entered into ready or runnable state. Okay. Then thread scheduler, what it is doing? Thread scheduler is allocating some memory in CPU. Then thread is called as in running state, means survival state. And once it is going to call run method, and run method logic is done, then thread is entered into dead state. Hope you are good with this explanation. In short, I'm stopping my screen share. This will be shared to everyone privately. All the collections, all the multi-threading concept. Those who are hardworking